Hi, I am author and bereaved parent Laura Diehl. I have a question for you. Do you have something special of your child, a special memento or something that you keep close to you? I have something, and I lost it over a year ago, and I was devastated. It's actually a special ring, a pinky ring. I had it engraved with my daughter's name, and it disappeared on me one day. I realized it wasn't on my hand, and I looked everywhere I could think of, and I thought it must have gone down the sink drain with some dishwater, and it, it just devastated me. Well, a couple weeks ago, last week maybe it was, it showed up randomly in the strangest place, and here it is. I have it back. Let's see. I can't focus in on it. See, there's Becca's name. It has a butterfly on one side and a heart on the other side of her name. I was so excited and so happy that I found this ring in such a weird place. It was in the bottom of a knitting bag. I haven't had knitting out for a long time, but I cleaned out my knitting bag, and there it was laying in the bottom of the knitting bag of all places. I would have never even thought to look there. But I was so happy that I found it, that it showed up, that it brought me to tears. And, in thinking about how attached we are to things that remind us of our child, a symbol of some kind that just helps us feel like our child is still close to us in some tangible way, I think about how that makes us feel here, about what it's going to be like when we actually get to see our kids again in heaven. If something like losing this and finding it again brought me to tears, my goodness, think about when we see our kids, when we actually get to see our kids, not just something that reminds us of them or something that makes them feel close to us, but when we actually get to see them and hug them and say that we love them and just pour out our love on them again. That's going to be incredible, isn't it? And I want to encourage you, when you have those moments where you're thinking about what you've lost, and we're going to have those for the rest of our lives, and I know it's hard. It doesn't make it that it's not like God takes some giant size eraser and takes away all the pain of missing them. That just doesn't happen. But sometimes when we get into that place, let's do our best to remind ourselves of what the reunion is going to be like, what it's going to be like when we see them again. This isn't it. It's not over. For our children, life just began, really. And when we cross over, it's going to just begin for us too, and we'll be with our kids forever. So I just wanted to take a minute to encourage you that when we're really, really missing our kids, and we have these tangible symbols that just make them feel closer to us, to also take a minute and think about how much more incredible it's going to be when we actually get to see them again. And would you please share in the comments below, what is the thing that you have that is on you at all times? Maybe it's a tattoo, maybe it's a necklace with their ashes, maybe it's a ring like me, but what do you have that you keep on you or close to you at all times or whenever possible? Maybe it's something in your wallet. Just share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm Laura Diehl, co-founder with my husband of GPS Hope, Grieving Parents Sharing Hope. We're here to walk with grieving parents through the suffocating darkness of child loss, guiding them to a place of hope and light and purpose again. You can find us at gpshope.org.